The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Trying the right side, and he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught by his back. And he's down to almost... Nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game here for the rookie from Stanford. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
16 average, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Let's go.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Green, 2-2, what? 2-2. 2-2.
Kyler starting off with a throw. Brought in right away. We've got a loose ball. He's scooped up by the Vikings. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate, and I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Looking quickly here. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Checking this one down. It's Blue. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And they'll touch this down just shy of midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Dump off caught by his back. Works his way to the 35. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead on the first play of the drive. PAT effort coming up. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Throwing here, Murray. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good for a Cowboys.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. Man in motion here. Out the middle, blue. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Big Ace!
From the gun, it's Murray. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
4, 2, 2, hut! 2, 2, hut!
Kyler with a chance to run it here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Play action, McCarthy. Buying some time left. Brought in Ty Felton. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Let's go.
They'll run for this. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this
Trying
shot?
to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And he's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. Well, you know this firsthand, partner. You get hit making a throw, you know this is a possibility. And that crowd cheer then confirmed it for him as he got off the ground, picked off, and in this case, taken back for 6 as as well.
I hated that sound. Not only are the pads crunching me, but that crowd telling you it is going the other way. That's what you got to do to these quarterbacks in this league. You got to hit them, you got to harass them, and mistakes will follow.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Lou gets the handoff. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray setting up to throw. Pass is caught by Blue. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Well, we saw him absorb that big hit, and it's as we feared. He's in some pain after that play, enough that the medical staff going to go out there to check on him. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. You know, it's great flying through the air, bro, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On first and 10, it's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Carlton Davis. And the Vikings get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. One final shot before the half. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now the PAT try coming up. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. It's going to bring up third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That's Pickens with a catch outright. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Right up the gut. Makes a cut to the right sideline. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Running behind center with Harris. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Right side cut by Higgins. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find this.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to score a pick 6 for Dallas. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Murray getting everyone set. They're going for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Cowboys 22. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings hold an 11-point advantage.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Looking in the air here. And he'll get into the end zone. Their lead now up to 13 points. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Murray on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Running back motions right. 1st and 10. Murray. Dumped off to his running back. Has some space inside the 15. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the 2-point conversion.
Murray's going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
It'll be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And a decent run. Gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down. Working quickly here. Air it out on 3rd. That's incomplete left side.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Again, it's Murray to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, move.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fourth down. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. That one hits for 30. And that will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Running back sent in motion. Into the line run. Murray has it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down. Dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Gets him on the in route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
Kyler looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Second and 6.
Looks like a design keeper for Murray. And not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up third down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup.
Murray to throw here on third. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
Offense in the hurry-up here.
And the Cowboys, first down. A gain of 14. First down,
They
Dallas.
send a man in motion. My first and 10. It's Murray. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Working now from the gun. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Back to the air, Murray. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. Second and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's incomplete on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 13. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Handoff running left. It's Blue. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Third down run with Blue. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Murray from the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down. Looking quickly here.
34-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Come on.
From the gun on his third down. It's Murray. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Tight end going in motion here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. Now they send their back in motion right. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it up. And the Vikings have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Fourth down pass. Intercepted.
New set of downs from 37. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. give. It's Blue. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to throw now. Down left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Shut up! I got him, 18!
To the air on 3rd and long. Dump off, caught by his back. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
You ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of in the Golden Glide. Lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the Pull up the Moreland, bro. Which team was happening? Oh, man. Outside,
from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made it on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
Which team was happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of those sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west side. What's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to skate town. On a national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in Arcade. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, riding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Freaky, yeah, freaky, song, so freaky, this will reach out, so let them take out, ugly.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the rock. You can't